Hello foodies, Ursula Geiger here. Welcome to another episode of Culinary Magic. Tonight we're diving into a classic Italian pasta dish that's quick, easy and bursting with flavour. Imagine the aroma of fresh herbs and the sight of a beautifully plated dish that looks like it took hours to prepare. This 30-minute marvel is perfect for those busy weeknights when you crave a home-cooked meal but don't have hours to spare. Whether you're coming home from work, school or just a busy day out, this dish will be your go-to saviour. We're talking fresh ingredients, simple techniques, and a taste that will transport you straight to Italy. Picture yourself in a cozy Italian kitchen, surrounded by the freshest produce and the most aromatic herbs. Get ready for a culinary adventure. We're going to take you step by step through this recipe, ensuring that even the most novice cook can create something spectacular. This recipe is all about balance, the sweet tang of ripe tomatoes, which are the heart and soul of this dish. These tomatoes are not just any tomatoes. They are bursting with flavour and juiciness. The fragrant aroma of garlic and basil, which adds a layer of complexity and depth to the dish. The garlic provides a robust base, while the basil brings a fresh, herby note that elevates the entire experience. And the rich, savoury depth of Parmesan cheese. This cheese is the finishing touch, adding a creamy, nutty flavour that ties all the elements together. It's a celebration of simple ingredients, working in perfect harmony to create something truly special. Each component plays its part, contributing to a symphony of flavours that will dance on your palate and leave you craving more. We'll start by boiling our pasta to al dente perfection. This is crucial because the texture of the pasta can make or break the dish. You want it to have a slight bite, not too soft and not too hard. Next, we'll sauté our garlic in some high-quality olive oil. This step releases the garlic's natural oils and infuses the oil with its rich flavour, creating a fragrant base for our sauce. Then, we'll add our ripe tomatoes to the pan, allowing them to break down and release their juices. This creates a luscious, flavourful sauce that will coat every strand of pasta. We'll toss in some fresh basil towards the end, so it retains its vibrant colour and fresh taste. The basil will wilt slightly, releasing its essential oils and adding a burst of freshness to the dish. Finally, we'll grate some Parmesan cheese over the top, letting it melt into the hot pasta and sauce. This creates a creamy, savoury finish that is simply irresistible. In the next chapter, we will dive into the ingredients we use and their role. Let's gather our culinary troops, the essential players that will come together to create a masterpiece on your plate. Each ingredient has its own unique role, contributing to the overall harmony of the dish. The stars of our pasta show. Pasta comes in many shapes and sizes, each bringing its own texture and character to the dish. Each ingredient plays a vital role in creating a symphony of flavours. A perfect balance that makes every bite a delight. Pasta. Choose your favourite shape. Penne, spaghetti or linguine all work beautifully with this sauce. The shape of the pasta can affect how the sauce clings to it, so feel free to experiment and find your favourite combination. Whether you prefer the rich texture of penne, the long strands of spaghetti, or the flat ribbons of linguine, each type of pasta brings something special to the table. Tomatoes. Ripe, juicy tomatoes are the heart of our sauce. Use fresh or canned, whatever you prefer. Fresh tomatoes bring a vibrant, tangy flavour, while canned tomatoes offer convenience and a rich, concentrated taste. Garlic. Aromatic and pungent, garlic adds depth and complexity. Its strong, distinctive flavour mellows as it cooks, infusing the sauce with a warm, savoury undertone. Onion. This humble ingredient provides a subtle sweetness that balances the acidity of the tomatoes. When sautéed, onions release their natural sugars, adding a caramelized richness to the sauce. The process of caramelizing onions enhances their sweetness and adds a depth of flavour that is essential for a well-rounded sauce. Basil. Fresh basil brings a touch of freshness and a classic Italian aroma. Its bright, peppery flavour complements the richness of the tomatoes and the savoury notes of the garlic and onion. Adding basil at the end of cooking preserves its delicate flavour and vibrant colour, ensuring that it stands out in the final dish. Olive oil. We'll use this for sautéing our vegetables and adding richness to the sauce. A good quality olive oil can elevate the flavors of the dish, providing a smooth, fruity base that ties everything together. The olive oil not only helps to cook the vegetables, but also infuses them with its own subtle flavor, enhancing the overall taste of the sauce. Parmesan cheese. A generous grating of Parmesan adds a salty, nutty finish. This aged cheese brings a complex, umami-rich flavor that complements the other ingredients perfectly. Salt and pepper. Seasoning is key. These simple yet essential ingredients bring out the natural flavors of the dish. Don't be afraid to adjust to your taste. Tasting and adjusting the seasoning as you cook ensures that the final dish is perfectly balanced and flavorful. Remember, cooking is an art, and your taste buds are the best guide. Time to channel our inner culinary ninjas. Prepping our ingredients before we start cooking will make the entire process smoother and faster. Dice the onion and mince the garlic. Small, even pieces will ensure they cook evenly. Chop the tomatoes. For fresh tomatoes, remove the seeds for a smoother sauce. Pick the basil leaves. Save a few whole leaves for garnishing later. Grate the Parmesan cheese. Freshly grated cheese melts beautifully and adds more flavor. Remember, organization is key in the kitchen. Having everything prepped and ready will help you move through the recipe with speed and precision. The pasta is our blank canvas, and we want it cooked to perfection, al dente, which means to the tooth in Italian. This means it should be firm to the bite, but not crunchy. Generously salt your pasta water. This is the key to flavorful pasta. Cook the pasta according to package directions. Keep a close eye on it to avoid overcooking. Save some pasta water. This starchy liquid will help bind our sauce and create a silky texture. Remember, overcooked pasta is a culinary crime. It should have a slight resistance when you bite into it, not be mushy. Now for the star of the show, our simple yet delicious tomato sauce. This sauce is a staple in many kitchens and can elevate any dish with its rich, robust flavors. Whether you're making pasta, pizza, or just need a versatile sauce, this recipe is a must-have in your culinary repertoire. Heat olive oil in a large pan. Olive oil is the foundation of our sauce, providing a smooth and slightly fruity base that complements the acidity of the tomatoes. We want it shimmering, but not smoking. The shimmering oil indicates it's hot enough to start cooking our aromatics without burning them. Add the onion and cook until softened. Onions add a natural sweetness and depth to the sauce, balancing the acidity of the tomatoes. This will take about 5 minutes. Stir occasionally to ensure even cooking and prevent the onions from sticking to the pan. Add the garlic and cook for another minute. Garlic infuses the oil with its pungent aroma, creating a flavorful base for our sauce. Don't let it burn, or it will become bitter. Keep a close eye on the garlic, stirring constantly to avoid any burnt bits. Stir in the tomatoes, season with salt and pepper, and bring to a simmer. Fresh tomatoes are the heart of this sauce, providing a vibrant and tangy flavor. The sauce should thicken slightly. Simmering allows the flavors to meld together and the sauce to reduce, intensifying its taste. Add the fresh basil leaves toward the end. Basil adds a fresh, herbaceous note that brightens the sauce. This will preserve their vibrant flavor and aroma. Adding basil at the end ensures it doesn't lose its delicate flavor during the cooking process. Taste your sauce and adjust the seasoning as needed. This is your chance to make the sauce your own, adding more salt, pepper, or even a pinch of sugar if the tomatoes are too acidic. Remember, cooking is about experimenting and finding what tastes best to you. Don't be afraid to tweak the recipe to suit your preferences. Maybe you like a bit of heat. Add some red pepper flakes. Prefer a sweeter sauce? A touch of honey can work wonders. The key is to taste as you go and adjust accordingly. Enjoy the process and have fun creating your flavorful masterpiece. It's time to unite our beautifully cooked pasta with its soulmate, the flavorful tomato sauce. Add the cooked pasta to the pan with the sauce. Toss gently to coat the pasta evenly. Add a splash of the reserved pasta water if needed. This will help the sauce cling to the pasta and create a creamy texture. Continue to toss over low heat for a minute or two. This allows the flavors to meld together beautifully. The key is to create a harmonious blend of pasta and sauce, where one complements the other perfectly. Please support my channel by sharing and hitting subscribe.